Hello YouTubers, this is the noobifier. With the release of the 100i, we got a more fleshed out technical document that expanded upon the game fuel mechanics. In performing the research for a video update, something jumped out as being a bit odd. This isn't a rant or a bitch session. My goals today are meant to be constructive and positive. It's critical that you post your comments on what I'm about to present as we all learn from each other's perspective. Let's begin by quickly talking about where we are now, real life 21st century. We rely mostly on fossil fuels to move around. When you run out of what you're carrying, you stop. The laws of physics ensure that the less conservative you choose to move, the more energy you use and the sooner you'll run out. The evolution of passenger airliners in the early years could be seen as a race for range. To cross the ocean, we needed to carry significant fuel reserves, design more efficient engines, or a combination of both. Historically, military fighters often sacrificed efficiency for higher performance. Even today, short-range fighter craft still require special consideration. On an F-22, everything's balanced towards providing an advantage and thus winning the fight. This limitation is why even the most advanced air forces in the world have aerial refueling, forward air bases, and aircraft carriers. At first glance, it would then make sense to migrate all of this realistic gameplay into our universe. We want support ship gameplay, we want carrier gameplay, and have a wider range of jobs to choose from. I understand why a game developer might force aspects of this dependency. Teamwork is both positive and fun. Now, back to the document and the point of this video. I have an issue with one part, one statement, which I'll summarize. All ship classes in our universe have the ability to scoop fuel, except for the short-range fighters. Not that the fighters lack the required equipment, but that they can't even mount it. After all the fuel's expended, you're done. This isn't boost or afterburner. It's maneuvering thrusters, boost, and afterburner. You may be inclined to argue that there's no physical space in a Hornet for the systems. You might argue that the Saber's power plant might not be able to operate it. And you might argue that the Buccaneer is too old or cheap to support the technology. I can counter all of those points if you could acknowledge that the 100i starter is one of the cheapest ships in the game and it comes with fuel replenishment. The 100i is also one of the smallest ships in the game with even less space for systems due to its hollowed out design. The 100i has shown us that fuel scoop technology is common, the systems are compact, and they must be able to operate on basic power plants. To say that a fighter can't and won't have a simple system that offers a huge tactical advantage just because we say so doesn't sit very well with me. I understand the desire to expand dependency on support operations, but in a universe simulator trying to stay true to real, we need a little bit more thought on this subject. Any weapon manufacturer survives based on how well they can sell. They sell based on how well they can exploit new technology to provide a better killing machine. This is maximizing a balance between shield strength, armor protection, reliability, power delivery, weapon output, agility, speed, economy, and signature. War is about attrition. Nobody's ever seen exploiting an advantage in war as cheating. In war, cheating is called something else. Winning. There's no universe where a system that's this common and this advantageous wouldn't be immediately applied to the leading edge of fighter technology. The implications of being less dependent on support would drive the technology, and it would become a priority. Anvil, Aegis, Origin, and Drake. Whoever figured out how to add this technology to their fighter first would win the contract. As a gamer and a fan of Star Citizen, I want nothing more than to play a game where teamwork is rewarded. Teamwork is gameplay, and this will ensure that Star Citizen is relevant beyond its first 6 months after launch. So I propose that we find another way to incentivize fuel support and carrier-based operations. Please find another way that's a little bit more plausible. I understand that a fighter may be balanced to have significant operational window before it actually needs to refuel. My concern has more to do with the proposal not making sense. Limiting such an important class of ship like this ensures that players may simply just choose to fly heavy fighters without the limitation. Thank you very much for spending your time with me. If you like this topic, please do me a solid and share it with your friends or org mates. Fly safe, and I'll see you in the verse.